It's official, we're sending people to Mars, and this 20-year-old is the first in line.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Carson, and I'm going to Mars.
Keep watching for the full story of Alyssa and why exploring Mars is important for all of us. She's only 20 years old, and already Alyssa has been put on the fast track to learn as much as she can about Mars. Why? Because she's going there. Why do we need to go to Mars?
The idea of going to Mars really gives us a whole lot of benefits. You know, Mars is that baby step in learning how we are going to live on other planets, which we will eventually have to figure out how to do. So we're going to be learning about Mars, but the ultimate goal is to terraform it so we're able to live there one day.
The end goal is to turn this rusty planet into this, a fully livable ecosystem, just like Earth, a place where plants can grow into green, luscious habitats, a place where water flows through rivers, a place where animals can call their homes forever.
And a place you can call your home too.
But how could this be possible, and who exactly is Alyssa? Let's find out. Alyssa was born on March 10, 2001 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Her dream to go to Mars started when she was just 3 years old.
I first got interested in space when I was super young, and really our best guess as to what sparked that was actually a cartoon. So when I was younger, I used to watch the Backyardigans, and there was an episode where they all went to Mars, so this really first got me talking about Mars to my dad.
It seemed that destiny was calling her to Mars, and she wanted to be the first person to do it. From that point forward, she worked hard to make it happen.
When I was younger and having this dream of wanting to be an astronaut and go to Mars, it wasn't something that was realistic. You know, no one was talking about Mars. It wasn't something that I could achieve. But I realized that if it was something that I wanted to do, I had to put in the hard work to actually make it into a reality. I have gone to all of the official NASA space camps in the world. I've gotten my advanced scuba certification, and I've gotten my pilot's license. I was also the youngest to graduate from the Advanced Possum Academy.
She worked on her health. She studied everything she could about space, and eventually, at just 12 years old, Alyssa was selected by NASA to discuss future missions to Mars.
The next generation of explorers, first human to walk on the surface of Mars.
Her dream was finally becoming a reality. What's NASA's selection process?
Right, so pretty much the way the selection process works. So you apply to the selection process because you're interested in being an astronaut. Let's say you get selected. You then go through a couple years of basic astronaut training, which all astronauts go to, and pretty much at that point you're an astronaut candidate. That essentially means that you can be put and assigned on any mission. So whether that is a mission to the moon, a mission to Mars, whatever's going on right then in the space industry, maybe going to the International Space Station, and that's based on, you know, what your skill set is. Maybe they need a pilot for a mission to the moon or something like that. So once you're assigned to a mission, you then train specifically for that mission for a little while, and then you get to go.
But a lot still stands in her way. Space exploration is incredibly difficult. It comes with a lot of risks. What could go wrong?
Obviously in space, a lot can usually go wrong. Some of like the bigger concerns for going that far is the radiation levels, trying to make sure that the spacecraft is actually built to protect the astronauts as best as we can. So any signs that the astronauts would have difficulties with those signs of radiation levels, it's probably one of the bigger concerns. Everything else, you know, we're kind of used to flying to a destination. It's just making sure that the spacecraft itself is well tested, which it most likely will be.
Most people think it's near impossible to pass all the demanding tests to go to space, but not Alyssa. Instead of giving up, she just worked harder.
The biggest challenge for me was how physically demanding everything was.
She taught her body how to breathe in an environment without oxygen. She trained in zero gravity. She learned to navigate underwater while being blindfolded. She even passed the G-force test, and by 2030, she'll be the first woman to ever step on Mars.
So, of course, with all of this passion and dream that I have of becoming an astronaut, there is a huge reality that I could not get selected as an astronaut. It's definitely a possibility. But, you know, that's why I try to emphasize a lot too, especially when I'm talking to kids who also have an interest of being an astronaut. You know, you have to be just as passionate about whatever other career that you're going into as well. So the fun part about wanting to be an astronaut is that you always have a backup plan. You know, if you don't get selected, you already have a well-established career in whatever it is you were interested in. And so being passionate about that is so important. So, you know, my mentality, I really just want to contribute